You can hear this? Okay? So this is Radhastami 2023. Radhastami 2023, we're discussing the glories of Radharani from Radhastami, verse 73. Describes what we can attain, what we'll attain at the end of our bhajan. Yet padam buraika renu kanikam mordna nidatam nai prapur brahma shivadayo adikritam govyeka vavashraya shavi prem suda rasambudi nidhi Radhavi Sadarani Bhuta Kala Gati Kramena Valina Hey Deva Tubhyam Namah. Translation. O fate, fate means providence, fate, I offer my obeisances unto you. In the due course of time, I have attained the ocean of nectar-filled ocean of ras named Sri Radharani. Radharani can only be attained by those who take exclusive shelter of Gopi Bhav. Gopi Bhav Ashraya Eka. So we have to take Ek Ashraya, complete shelter of Radharani and go in Gopi Bhav. Even the greatest devatas like Brahma and Shiva, unable to keep even a speck of dust from Radha's lotus feet on their heads. Kanika murdna nidatam nai. Renu kanikam. Kanika means small particle, Renu means particle of dust. Brajarenu, Brajaduli. From Radharani's padambu, lotus feet. So it's explaining how difficult it is to attain Radharani. And what Radharani is explained. She's Prem Sudha Rasambudi Nidhi. Rasambudi Nidhi. Nidhi means ocean, Ambudi means ocean. So she's an ocean in an ocean. She's a Rasambudi Nidhi. Nidhi means a treasure, you could say. The treasure in the ocean. Because Ambudi means ocean. And Nidhi means treasure. So what's the treasure in the ocean? The treasure in the ocean of bhakti is Radharani's Prem Seva. It's to attain Radharani. So that's called Prem Sudha Rasa. So this is an ocean of ras, and it's pure nectar, Prem nectar. And Shiva and Brahma can't attain it. So that basic idea is, and it says here, Kalagati Kramena Balina. Kramena means step after step. It takes some time. So let's see what Sri Anantos Babaji highlights in his commentary on this verse. Everybody's sitting way in the back. Okay, they're leaving. Okay, yeah. They're going out. That's the booster rocket. Booster rocket drops off in case it stays in orbit. Radharani is personification of sweetness. Krishna's sweet aspect covers over his knowledge of his actual position and power and godhood. Just as they churned the ocean of milk, and they got nectar, devotees worship Krishna in his sweet aspect by churning the ocean of his Aishwarya to bring out the shelter of his nectar sweetness. And then he makes a point about how sweetness of Madhurya is built on a strong foundation of tattva. Tattva means truth, means reality. So he says, unless there's an underlying Is this loud enough? Is the volume is loud enough? You hear it? Okay. He says, unless there's underlying understanding of Krishna's godhood, his power, his grandeur, his Aishwarya, then to perceive Krishna's sweet form, pastimes, and qualities, when we read about them, we'll think they're mundane or material. There's a danger of that. So in this verse, Prabhupada Saraswati is glorifying Kali Yuga. It says Kala Gati Kramena. Because in Kali Yuga, that's where we are. Where Kali Yuga is easy. There's something easy about Kali Yuga. He says that the ocean of love nectar Radharani is gradually attained by those who take shelter and follow in the footsteps of the gopis. So in due course of time means now in the age of Kali, Mahaprabhu has appeared. Because Mahaprabhu has appeared in this age to give Gopi Bhav. He says in the Ramananda Samvad in Madhya Chapter 8, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Gopi Bhav Ateva Gopi Bhav Angikara. Now certainly, Ateva, now certainly one should accept Gopi Bhav. Everyone should accept Gopi Bhav. If one examines the whole Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is the ocean of Lord Chaitanya's teachings, what is emphasized there is Gopi Bhav. Everywhere it talks about gopis. When it talks about Rath Yatra Madhya Lila in chapter 13 of Madhya Lila Chaitanya Charitamrita, it says that Lord Chaitanya is dancing in front of Rath Yatra cart in Gopi Bhav. Everywhere, even in Rath Yatra, which seems like some Aishwarya or just some chariot festival, Lord Chaitanya is in the mood of the gopis when they met Krishna at Kurukshetra. How much vira, how much separation they felt. So he was feeling that separation from Krishna on the chariot as Jagannath. So everywhere you look in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, from Adila to Madhya Lila, you see that what Krishna's Kaviraj brings out is the true teaching of Lord Chaitanya, which is to worship Radha and Krishna and Gopi Bhav. You can't avoid it. The whole book is based like that. Because what is the Chaitanya Charitamrita? Chaitanya Charitamrita is the summary of the teaching of the six Goswamis in Bengali language. Because Bengalis don't know Sanskrit, so Krishna's Kaviraj put all that Sanskrit in the Bengali. Because most Gaudiya Vaishnavas 500 years ago were Bengali. So now there's great devotees like from Vrindavan, Sham Lal Hakim, who is the father of the Harinam Press devotees. He translated all these Bengali nectar books of Gaudiya Sampradaya into Hindi. He had Chaitanya Charitamrita in Hindi by Sham Lal Hakim, Harinam Press. So you can get everything in Hindi also. So he's glorifying age of Kali. And then this verse that describes Lord Chaitanya is in Adi Lila, Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 1, verse 4. And this is called a Paribhasa Sutra. Does everyone know what that means? Yes, no, yes. Vasha means language, and Pari means all the languages. In other words, it's the essential summary sloka of a shastra. It's one sloka which sets the tone and establishes the reality of the entire book. So anything else in that book which seems off that point must be explained in terms of that point. The entire book hinges, it's like the wheel moves because of the axle. The axle is there. So the whole center point of the whole book is this one sutra. And the sutra, this sloka is this. Anarvitat Shriyam Shirat Karnayava Tirna Kalo Samapayatam Unat Ujjvala Rasam Sabhakti Shriyam Hari Purta Sundara Duti Kadama Sandipa Sada Rida Kandre Suratu Vasachi Nandan. So this is a verse where Krishna's Kaviraj is quoting Vidagdha Madhav of Rupa Goswami. It's a Mangalcharan. It's the invocatory pranam verse to start the work. In other words, this verse, Paribhasa Sutra, defines what is this book about, who is this book about, and what will you learn from this book. You'll learn about Lord Chaitanya and what he came to give. He says, Samarpayatam, Samarpayatam, Chiram Chirat. Chiram Chirat means a long time. One day of Brahma is a long time. That's the last time Lord Chaitanya was here. Millions and millions of years ago. He came to give this. Samarpayatam means a gift. He came to give this great gift. And what is the gift? It's the gift of Seva Radharani Goviva. Translation. May Sri Satchidanandan, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, be brilliantly situated in the inner core of our hearts. He has the radiance of molten gold. He appeared in Kali Yuga by his causeless mercy to bestow what no avatar has ever given before. The most sublime and radiant rasa bhakti, Madhurya Ras, as Manjri Bhav, service to Radharani as her confidential maidservant. So this same point is being made by Prabhupada Saraswati. Lord Chaitanya came to give what Shiva and Brahma can never even get a speck of. They can't get a Renu Kanika hold on their head. And Lord Chaitanya is truly giving it. So Ramananda Roy tells Mahaprabhu and Madhurya, he says, Nija Gura Karya Tomara Prema Ashvadan Anusangi Prema Maya Koile Tribhuvan. This is a Nija Gura. Gura means like Gufa. Guda means secret. Your secret. Karya Tomar. Your secret is tasting love. Tasting love. Prema Swadan. Prema Swad means tasting prem, Krishna prem, love of Krishna. Anusange prema mai Koile Shivan. And a secondary reason for Krishna's coming as Lord Chaitanya is to fill the worlds with prema. So this is what it means to be a Gaudiya Vaishnava. It means to be a Gaudiya Vaishnava means to develop love for Radha and Krishna, the mode of Gopi, and fill your heart full of prema and distribute prema to the world. This is the real thing. Anusange prema moya, Shri Bhur Om Bhur Bhuvasva, the three worlds, the earth planet, Bhur, Bhuva, higher planets, and Swargaloka, all throughout the universe. What should be distributed is love, 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 prema. Prema moya, fill everyone with prema. Anusange. So this is the day to remember that. Radharani's love is manifested in form today. Mahabhava Srupini Radharani Ki. Yeah. So now I'm going to discuss another verse. So these verses have short purports. That's the basic idea of this verse. This is verse 77 of Radhastami. It brings you closer to home. Yad Vrindavana Macha Gotra Maho Yan No Shutikam Shiro Yarodam Shamate Yachiva Shugadinam Chuyad Dhyanangam. The Premamrita Madhuri Rasamayam Yanitya Kaishorakam. Tarupam Parivesham Eva Nayanam Lolaya Manam Mama. My eyes are rolling. Does that mean you're intoxicated? Your eyes roll and you're intoxicated. Lolaya means roll. Lolaya means rollium. My nayanam are rolling. Why? My eyes restlessly are searching for the eternal nectar sweet, adolescent, loving form of Radharani. that is only visible in Vrindavan. We make this point many times. You can't find Radharani in Paschim Bihar. You can't find Radharani in Noida. You can't find Radharani in Delhi or St. Petersburg. That's in Russia. Or anywhere except Vrindavan. And this one, the third pada, third line of this verse, describes Radharani. So nicely described. She's Nityakishori. There's that bhajan by Hariram Vyasacharya. Nityakishori Pritamajori. Nityakishori Pritamajori. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe. She's Nityakishori. She doesn't get old. Her hair doesn't turn gray. She's eternally youthful and beautiful and sweet. And what is she? She's Premamrita. She's Madhuri. She's sweet. Rasamayam. She's made of nothing but ras. Madhuri ras, sweet ras, and nectar prem. That is someone to look for. She says, my eyes are restlessly searching. Where is that person who's made of love ras and is sweet and beautiful and eternally useful and all attractive? Where is that man? Where is that woman? It's right here in Vrindavan. Funky Bihari Lal ki, Radharani ki. That's it. Search is over. Don't search anymore. Don't look any other place. Come to Vrindavan and find the beloveds of your life. So, Ananda Swamiji explains his commentary in verse 77. It's said in the Bhagavatam, when Krishna and gopis met in Kurukshetra, the gopis were not happy to see Krishna as a warrior. They remembered his sweet pastimes in Braj and prayed to him to come back to Vrindavan with them. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted that mood of Radha, and the gopis will dance before a Rath Yatra. Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj describes the mood of Lord Chaitanya dancing a Rath Yatra in Madhya Chapter 13. Madhya Chapter 13. So next time you attend Rath Yatra, you should deeply study Madhya Chapter 13 beforehand, so you can get into the Bhav, Gopi Bhav. Because Rath Yatra without Gopi Bhav is not Rath Yatra. We think it's just pulling the chariots, but there's very deep symbology to the whole festival of Rath Yatra. In Delhi, they have Rath Yatra everywhere. There's even besides ISKCON, many groups have Rath Yatra. Well, the inner rasic Gopi Bhav meaning of Rath Yatra is brought out by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Gaudiya Sampradaya and described in Madhya. It's called Chapter 13. It's called Veda Kirtan Leela, Chapter 13. So during that time, Lord Chaitanya was saying, listen to what he said. Listen carefully what he said, because every Gaudiya Vaishnava should say the same thing. For other people, the heart may be the mind. But what's in your mind is what's in your heart. What you're thinking is what, because the mind does what? It thinks. It desires and it feels. Has feeling. So what's in your heart, what in your mind? So he says for other people, their hearts may be the mind. But my mind is not the heart. My mind is... What's the answer? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we're saying my mind is my heart. He said my mind is Vrindavan. People say I left their heart in Vrindavan. They have a t-shirt like that. I left my heart in Vrindavan. That's wrong. Lord Chaitanya's t-shirt says my heart is Vrindavan. My heart is Vrindavan. There's no difference. Everything I say, everything I dream about, everything I desire It's Vrindavan, Vrindavan, Vrindavan. Just like when you come off the train, the Taj Express from Delhi to Mathura train station. You get out of the train, and all the rickshawallas are vying for you to be their customer. So what do they say? They're chanting one mantra over all day long, every day, every week, every month, for 100 years they live, or 50 years. What mantra do they chant? Vrindavan, 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 Vrindavan. So they want you to get in the rickshaw and go to Vrindavan, because you don't know what it's going to cost, because you just got here. Let's say 5,000 rupees. Okay, fine. You pay 5,000 rupees when you come from Russia for your first auto rickshaw ride from Mathura to Vrindavan. You don't know anything, so they take advantage. A fool and his money are soon parted. It's crazy. A fool, puggle. A fool, not a flower. F-O-O-L. Fool and his money are soon parted. Parted means, it's a phrase. Shakespeare. No, I don't know. So a fool loses his money very easily. So he said, I consider the forest of Vrindavan in my mind to be one. If you're like, so this is Lord Chaitanya praying in Gopi Bhav and Ras Mahabhav, Lord Chaitanya is dancing in front of Rath Yatra cart, and he's looking at Jagannath and he's telling him this. If your lotus feet you show me your lotus feet in Vrindavan, I'll consider that your fullest mercy. So in other words, Lord Chaitanya is saying, Krishna, I don't like seeing you in Kurukshetra. Radharani is saying, I don't like seeing you here. I want to see you in Vrindavan. My heart is not here. My heart is Vrindavan, not in Kurukshetra. My heart is not with you in Kurukshetra as a warrior, as a Kshatriya. My heart is seeing you as a coward boy, a Gopal, a Gwal, with pugri and peacock feather, more mukut. And then little shutter over your shoulder and a Vajayanti mala, and all covered chanda and gunja mala here and there. I want to see that. Then Lord Chaitanya goes on speaking. Vrindavana Govardhan Yamuna Pulinavan Shri Kunjay Rasadi Kalila Rasadi Kalila Shri Braja Jan Mata Pita Bandhugan Bora Chitra Kamana Pasuriya. Lord Chaitanya prays in front of Jagannath Rath cart. Vrindavan Govardhan Yamuna Pulin, the forest on the banks of Yamuna Pulina Van. The kunjas are pastimes such as Ras Adi Kalila, Ras Adi Kalila, beginning with Ras Lila and other pastimes. Braj Brajajan, the people of Braj, your mother, Lord Chaitanya is saying, Jagannath, your mother, Jagannath is Krishna, Shyamasundar Krishna, Rajananandan. So he's saying, say your mother, Mata Pita Bandhugan, your mother, your father, your friends. How amazing! How could you forget all about them? So this is the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Brajabhav at Kurukshetra. You and Krishna stayed in Mathura. He was only 7 miles from Vrindavan. So people say, Krishna was all the way down the road to Mathura. We go to Mathura all the time to go shopping and buy things. Why couldn't they go? He says, take a tunga and run out to, like everybody else, take a tunga and run out to Mathura and meet Krishna. Impossible. Rasavas, incompatible mixture of rasas. The rasas Branduriya, Vrindavan, that's Aishwarya Mathura. And water and oil don't mix. So sugar and Kerala don't mix. So Mathura is like Kerala and Vrindavan is like sugar. This is Madhurya Vrindavan, that's Aishwarya Mathura. There's some Dwarka mood also there. So there's one Purana that says Krishna married his first queen in Mathura. Who's the first queen of Krishna? Rukmini. So he married Rukmini Mathura in one kalpa. It's in one Purana describes that. But we say he married Rukmini in down there somewhere, Dwarka side. So the Gopis, they didn't even go to Mathura, so how? Because they didn't go. It's going to rain, because usually on Radhastami it rains, and Janmashtami also rains, and this year rained on Janmashtami, and it's going to rain on Radhastami also. That's fun. Nice. This is Radharani's breeze from Ranchala, from Gopal, the breeze coming down. When Krishna feels this breeze, he faints. I don't see anybody fainting. Maybe you ate too much prasad, you're fainting. She's already ready to faint over there. She lined up a perfect place to faint. Sitting on her bed, waiting to faint. That's a good place. Your wish will become fulfilled. Is that Radhika there? So, oh, that's yeah. What?
Goram.
The little Goram. That's Shota Goram. Big Gorang's back there. Popular name. Can't beat that name. Today at Radhakund, Lord Chaitanya is dressed as Radharani. And Nitai is dressed as Krishna. And it's called Mahabru Mandir on the Sangam. I took Bath Radhakund this morning. Came out of the Sangam and took darshan. I was amazed. Wow. So it's impossible. So the question we asked, the Gopis didn't go to Mathura, but yet they went to Kurukshetra. How is that possible? Because they're controlled by their fathers. Vrishabhana Maharaj went to Kurukshetra, Nanda Maharaj went to Kurukshetra, all the Rishis went to Kurukshetra. That's why they went, because you can't say no. So their fathers didn't order them to go to Mathura, and they couldn't go there. So it was also incompatible for the Gopis to go to Kurukshetra. They didn't have any choice because they're controlled by their fathers. This is old India, not New India. New India, no one's under control of anybody. New India, modern India is out of control. No, it's not automatic. It's on Google GPS. Google GPS is the only thing controlling India. The Shiva quotes in this verse, he says, Shruti, Nashruti, Nigama Nashruti. In this verse he says, the Vedas and Upanishads can't even keep Radharani's sweetness on their heads. Radha is the greatest secret. It's an interesting point. The Vyasadeva wrote all the Vedas. He wrote down all the Vedic literature, including the Puranas, 18 Puranas, Vishnu Purana, Skanda Purana, Bhagavad Purana. And he wrote all those Vedas and all those Puranas, yet he wasn't happy. He wrote Vrindavan Lila and Skanda Purana, Vrindavan Lila and Vishnu Purana, and Bhagavad Purana, but he wasn't happy. And he was crying in sadness and distraught. And his guru Narad Muni came at Vyasa and said, he asked, why are you so despondent? He didn't know. Narad Muni's guru said, I'll tell you why you're unhappy and anxious. Because you wrote the whole Bhagavatam, but you didn't describe the sweetness of Radha's love. So now you have to sit down and rewrite the Bhagavatam. So this is explained in the Bhagavatam itself, the first canto. In, I think, chapter 7, I was just reading it. It's actually there. It said he wrote the Bhagavatam twice. Vishnu brings out his commentaries. He wrote it once, and he wrote it again. So the second writing of Bhagavatam is what Sukadeva Goswami spoke to Parikshit. The Bhagavatam with all the ras and all the nectar of Radharani's love. Ramar Geet, Venu Geet, Pranaya Geet, Govi Geet, Vira Geet, Brahmana Geet, all those Geetas are there in Vrindavan Leela, which are spoken by Radharani, especially in the Gopis. So that's the second writing of Bhagavatam. So the Vedas are far away from the sweetness of the Bhagavatam, and it's great. Radharani is the greatest secret. Because most of the Vedas, they just teach about karma kanda, how to get what you want. Worship this Ganapati, worship this Shiva, worship this Durga, worship this Surya. It's called Panchupasana. Panchupasana means worship Vishnu, worship Shiva, worship Durga, worship Ganapati and Surya. Surya for good health, Vishnu for, Lakshmi means, Vishnu means Lakshmi. Worship Lakshmi Narayan for money, and Shiva for power and control, and Durga for lordship, because Durga is controlling the whole world. So you want to be a king, you worship Durga. You go to Rajasthan, every Rajasthani king has a mandir, Durga mandir, in his palace. Durga makes kings kings, because she's the queen of the material world. So you worship the queen, you can become a king. So we worship Vrindavaneshwari, become a dasi. Now, guys, Rasi Hindi Vajas entertain everyone. You'll be enjoying that so much. His volume is a lot louder than mine. So it sounds good. I like it also. So he's saying, Radharani is Krishna's primal energy, his first energy. She's eternally transcendental to anything in the mid. Energies like Lakshmi and Durga are mere fragments. They're kala, fragments of Radharani. But her sweet aspect is not revealed in the Vedic literature. Like in Upanishads, Gopal describes Radharani's identity, but doesn't bring out her sweetness. In the present age, Mahaprabhu has accepted Radharani's mood to come and give this transcendental sweetness. Therefore, the Acharyas, empowered by Lord Chaitanya, describe Radharani's sweetness in their books. So, I asked the question, why didn't Radharani go to Mathura? But she went to Kurukshetra. So, John Chandra, who wrote a book, Gorgovinda Swarna Padati, he describes there's three Radharanis. There's Kirtita Sutta Radharani, there's Samyogini Radharani, and Viyogini Radharani. So Kirtita Sutta, Rishabhanandani, she didn't leave Vrindavan, she's always in Vrindavan. So she expanded herself in another form. That's what, and that verse is quoted by Anantas Babaji Maharaj. Shakti Samyogini Kama Vama Shakti Viyogini Ladni Kirtita Putri Evavam Radhatram Braje. Radharani has three forms in Braj. Kama Samyogini Radharani, Kama Viyogini Radharani, and Kirtita Putri, the daughter of Kirtita. And he says, this Kama Radharani, she enjoys union with Krishna, and Vama Radharani during separation. So of those, Kama There's no rain. No, not yet. Badme. Where? Yeah? Okay, okay, girl. The rain is okay. So you're sitting there. Huh? Yeah, exactly. Increase the volume. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Radhe. Jai Shri Radhe. Can you hear better now? So he describes Radharani in these beautiful words. Premamrita Madhuri Rasamayam Nitya Kishorakam. Radharani is eternally youthful. How old is Radharani? Eternally Radharani is 14 years, 2 months, 15 days. So Radharani's every part of her transcendental form is made of nectarian love. Premamrita Madhuri. Prema Srupteya, Prema Vibhavita. Krishnara Prayasi, Shresa Jagati Vidita. Can't beat him, join him. Radha. Shri Radha, Shri Radha, Amara Dana Radha, Shri Radha. So he concludes the verse by saying, my eyes are greedily searching for that Radharani. Means, what does it mean? It means our eyes are greedily searching for eternal youth, the fountain of youth. Eternal youth. How do your eyes find eternal youth? Your eyes find eternal youth when you get Siddha Pranali Diksha. When you get Siddha Pranali Diksha, you get eternal youth because you get a youthful Kishori, Nitya Kishori Rup, you become a Braja Kishori. So that's the first thing, Nitya Kishori. And then our eyes are searching for love. And that love can be nectarian, can be sweet if it's selfless. Selfless love. It can be more sweet if it's self-forgetful. Selfless love, for first of all, try to find that in the material world. I'll scratch your back if you scratch my back. First, let's lay down the TNC before we, because now we're only engaged. So let's work it out. I'll scratch your back. You promise to scratch my back. Okay, that's good. Okay, one point of compatibility. We got 35 more to go. We need 36 points of compatibility, otherwise no way. Good luck. So eyes are rolling, or Lola, Nayana Lola, they're rolling, searching for love, selfless love. But the gopis' love is self-forgetful. They forget themselves. They become Krishna. They think they're Krishna. They don't even know who they are. There's no mamata left in them. Their mamata is yuvata. All their mamata is for Krishna. the Krishna, they become Krishna. Everything they live for Krishna. So, because Maharaj are searching for this Prema Amrita, everyone wants nectar. Everyone says, where's the nectar? Where's the nectar? Everyone's looking for sweetness. What is the most biggest selling food in India? What is the most biggest selling food in India? Sweets! Everywhere, every 500 feet there's a sweet shop. Because that's the hankering of everyone. There's a whole state of India is based on sweetness. The entire state of India is based on sweetness. They won't eat anything without eating sweet first. What is that state? Gujarat. Gujaratis start their meal with a sweet. First they eat the burfi, then they eat the shukta and shak and all that other stuff. So even a meal of chaban bhog, first thing you eat sweets. When I sometimes feed Brahmins, and when I put down water cups, I start to pour the water in the water cup. They say, no, we don't drink water with our meal. We drink sweet rice. Fill the cups with sweet rice. I said, okay, that's an interesting way to go. The Rijwasi Brahmins, they don't eat their meal. The meal was puris, suki sabji, and dry sabji, and kachoris and chutney and kheer. They're like this basic Rijwasi feast. No water. No water, only kheer. So every Brahmin eats his feast with 5-6 cups of kheer. No problem. No tension. It's not coming this way. It's going that way. No, Roko. Rain's not coming. No. Later. Like the two bums. Remember the two bums speaking in the house. So this is the conclusion of the verse. Kavanana Saraswati is praying like a sadhaka. I want to see this. I want to see this Radharani, who is Niti Kishori, and is full of Premamrita and Madhuri and Rasamaya. She's made of ras. She's made of all different varieties of loving sentiments and moods. So Jiva Goswami explains, just as material people love sense objects, so devotees naturally love to see the beautiful form of Krishna Radharani. This is called the devotee's rag, which means attachment. Rag actually means passion. It means passionate attachment to see Radha and Krishna. You go in devotees' houses, when you go into Krishna Bhakta's apartment, some devotees, every single inch of the wall is full of pictures of Krishna. I've been in so many houses of devotees, apartments of Krishna. There's pictures of Krishna and Radha Krishna, every whole wall, pictures are stuck up there. But they're so crazy about the seeing the sweet adolescent form of Radha and Krishna. All the wall, pictures. Indra's behaving himself. But sitting on his friend, they're all Giriraj Bhaktas. Giriraj Bhaktas are natural enemies of Indra. Because Giriraj destroyed the pride of Indra. But no rain is coming on the Ren, although it's falling everywhere rain. If Radharani is pleased on Radhastami, it rains. If Radharani is not pleased, it doesn't rain. I can remember many years doing Varsana Parikramā and getting rained on. during Purkan. We take darshan at 5 o'clock in the morning. We stay overnight before in Barsana Mandir and see the Abhishek in the morning. When I was young and more spirited, we go there the night before and sleep out in the roof of the temple. And great fun. We did it for 5, 8 years like that. But then after darshan, then you do Purkan, and then it's not raining at 5 a.m. It's definitely going to rain before you leave Varsana. What does Varsana mean? Varsha means rain. My Guru Maharaj, Asatara Sutta Shishimad, Pandit Shri Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, I was coming in a car with him back from Varsana. We had darshan of Radharani's Bhakta. You know Hari Baba. We went there to see him. And we had darshan Varsana Dham. On the way back, Gurudev said he wanted to get a kuti. He wants to live in Varsana, do bhajan, have his own place. Hari Charan Das Babaji bought some property in Varsana. So so we went that day in the car to see the property. And Guru Maharaj said, it's too far. It's like living in Raman Reti and Funky Vihari. You know, it's like far away from Funky Vihari. So Guru Maharaj says, too far. I don't feel good here. So the property's still there. So when we come back to the car, I said, Guru Maharaj, why are you so much like Varsana? You know, you stay at Prem Sarovar some years during bhajan, you stay at Govindakund, you stay at Radhakund, all these different places. In the 80 years you're doing Braj Bhajan. He said, Varsana is special. Varsana, Prem is falling from the sky. Prem is falling from the sky. So when it rains in Varsana, Prem is coming in the rain. So I asked him, I said, there's no Prem in Radhakund, no Prem? Like, you know, the way Indians speak, you know. You're saying a sentence, but you say it in such a way it sounds like a question. Radhakund Prem now? He said, yeah, Prem, but it's not coming from falling in the sky. Where's the Prem? Radhakund Prem is not falling from the sky. Where is Radhakund Prem found? Exactly, in Radhakund. So you have to get in Radhakund to get in the Prem, become Prem Amrita. That's Prem Amrita. This morning I went and took a bath in Mahasabha and got with a lotus, like difficulty getting in. I wanted to bathe in Radhakund, but all the banks were full of people. Hundreds of people chanting some mantras when I went to take a bath. About 5:45 or so. The whole, it was like yatra, 800 people, 1,000 people. You couldn't even touch the water. All the steps were full of people. So I walked around and Mahasabha and got Radharani's bathing place. So Varsana, so this is the verse that we want to be inspired by this teaching of Prabhupada Saraswati, because our eyes are looking for so many things. He says, Rupam Pariveshtam. Pariveshtam means to enter into, like Pravesh. So he says Pariveshtam means searching for that form. Rupam Pariveshtam Nainam Lalayamanam. Manamama. Says, my restless eyes are looking for that form of Radharani. So this is the theme of Manjari Bhav Sadhaka. Manjari Bhav Sadhaka, his or her eyes should be restlessly looking for the form of Premamrita Madhuri Rasamayam Radharani, Nityakishori Radharani. What all the beautiful words to describe Radharani. Premamrita Madhuri Rasamayam Nityakishori. She's the perfection of beauty, perfection of love, perfection of sweetness, perfection of dealings And so she is the object, she is the goal of our bhajan, the goal of our life, the goal of our meditation, and should be the object of our vision. So the message of today's class in Radhastami, our eyes should be restless. We're restless now. We take our telephone and we restlessly scroll down our screen, go down, and look at so many different reels and Facebook pages and interesting things. Our eyes are very eager and very lolamayam, very eagerly looking. And that's Mahamaya. That's no value there. So this verse 77 for Radhastami is a message to our eyes. It's a teaching to us. Nayana Shiksha. Nayanam Shiksha. Instruction to the eyes. Oh eyes, please serve me properly. Krishna gave me eyes, like Amrish Maharaj in 9th canto. What does it say, how he used his eyes? He used his eyes to see the beautiful murtis of Krishna. He used his feet to walk to the temple, to walk on Parikrama. He used his hands to clean the mandir of the temple. So we should use our eyes to search for Radharani. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. So that's the end of our class for Radhastami. Now have kirtan. Get the